Welcome back to the Valor Cup. My name is Vulcan with Mayas Chisto. Your shoutcasters entering Game 3. Due to the violation that WIL New Era did, the 2-pause rule rather, because of the fact they went until the 3rd pause.
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate, guys, since WIL New Era, they were playing that very well, even though Hex Alpha had a ton of engage for them and they really were pressuring WIL New Era. WIL New Era still were able to come back in that game, but unfortunately the game did get sort of stolen away from them. So we are going to head into Game 3.
As for the ruling here, it will be the 2-pause rule being violated. Not just that, you are not allowed to pause during a clash. I think we did see WIL New Era do just that. You are not allowed to exceed 3 minutes of your pause, and you are not allowed to exceed 2 pauses in an instance. WIL New Era has violated this rule, so that is why it will be M8 Hexa Alpha taking away 1 point.
Yeah, it looks like we have to abide by the rules if we want to play.
Not us, the players.
I'm speaking for everyone in general here, so why are you so turned up, Vulcan?
I am.
Calm down.
Yes,
calm down, please.
I think for the players, they're pretty much turned up because what a letdown it was. Because
it's definitely a letdown. That's a type of thing that pisses you off. You win your game and then suddenly you might have it taken away from you. But yeah, going into Game 3.
Yes, with that ruling, it will upset the players. And when it comes to, let's say, moving into the Game 3, let's hope that for the players are unfazed by this, already going on to the drafting phase here.
It looks like we've completed the entire pick and ban phase here. So WIL New Era going back to what has worked for them throughout. They will be jumping back again onto the Zephys here. And another team lineup where they offer a lot of engage. Let's see, will they be able to repeat their dominating performances during the earlier matches?
This is a great thing to see here. The OMR being picked here in the side for WIL New Era and the Zephys, plus the Violet and the L'Oreal. Whereas for M8A, they would go for the Yorn, the Malak, the Lubu, and this is Neotara and the Alice for their support as we load on to the battlefield.
Yeah, it looks like this is the first time we've seen Yorn today, Vulcan, and much more similarities here as far as the teams go. Both of them do have a marksman and definitely a lot of ways to start fights and go for engages. So let's just see how it pans out as we go into the game.
Yes, as we head on to the advanced battlefield, this will be our 3rd game.
Yeah, let's see who will come out on top for this 3rd match. WIL New Era, if they do win this, means that they will secure their spot in the finals today. As for Hex Alpha, if they want to make things a bit more interesting, they're going to want to steal away this game versus WIL New Era.
Yes, and as we head on to the field, this will be our 3rd game. Let us hope that the players are not upset with that ruling, but shake things off and still make the dream alive for them to move on to the finals.
Yeah, let's see though, as there's a bit more similarity like I mentioned as far as the lineups go. Both teams look fairly equal in terms of what they can do. It's just a matter of how these teams decide to play around that. As let's see,
as things are starting out rather peacefully at the beginning of this game, looks like for WIL New Era and Hexa Alpha, they will not go for any invades onto their buff sides.
Yeah, Hexa Alpha in this series specifically, they've done a good job of securing the first Abyssal Dragon of the game. It's just they haven't been able to snowball off of the lead that grants them. So hopefully for this match, once they do secure that objective, they can turn it into even an even larger lead for their team.
Malak and Arthur will be seeing each other in the brush side. Nothing will happen so far. We are nearing our 2-minute mark. Level 4 should be up in a while, but looks like it will be a rather slow-paced game. We will only be seeing our level 3 first.
Yeah, a bit of slower pace here because it's not that one team that have a million ways to engage. Both of them do have a bit more options for this match. I'm really looking at who decides to go for the move towards the Abyssal Dragon because I think that has been the key for both of these teams during their wins.
And as for the Abyssal Dragon, it will spawn in 22 seconds. As for WIL New Era, 3 members spawning at this Oyorn will try to engage in but will not succeed, will not push through. They are setting things up for the Abyssal Dragon because they have priorities on their lanes. Meanwhile, Malak overextending in the bot lane.
Oh no.
Goes in. The Ormar for the assist, but the first blood has already been secured in the top lane. Looks like Arthur will be punished for that. WIL New Era try to make things up here, but for Hexa Alpha, they take away the Spirit Sentinel. WIL New Era take away the Abyssal Dragon.
They can run towards the Abyssal Dragon, but more members from WIL New Era onto it. They are the team that will secure the first Abyssal Dragon of the game. But going back to First Blood, it looks like both teams had the same idea in mind, where we'll move to a side lane, collapse all of our members, and try and pick up a kill as...
Big check will happen. Alice lands the two-man stun with L'Oreal poking out the damage here. Looks like Ormar tried the best to go in for the stun passive. Alice for the stun did not connect.
Yeah, I think if WIL New Era had more members towards that area, that could have been a kill. But since both of these players have picked champions that can hop over walls, it looks like both of them will escape just fine. Next thing that will be noted here is WIL New Era would want to look to snowball off of their first Abyssal Dragon take, as bot lane seems to be the target
Alice
by Hexa Alpha. They have a lot of members here. Can they go for that stun onto Arthur?
It'll be very difficult because we know that Arthur,
he's moving very fast.
he's fast and he does have the passive for extra defensive stats. But as for WIL New Era, they did secure the first Abyssal. They have lead in the goal, a slight lead because of the bonus, but looks like from all the aggression happening from Hexa Alpha, they are the ones at lead with 600 to 800 right now.
Yeah, I think the First Blood really gave them a lot of that boost in gold. Let's see though, don't think it will translate into anything major yet. We're yet to see those big full-on 5v5 fights as Hexa Alpha are invading the jungle of WIL New Era. They have more members here.
More members clumped up together. Ormar going in with his ultimate, not yet quite. He's still setting things up here, trying to get close so that he can make the most value out of this. And it'll be WIL New Era pushing it strong into the riverside, pushing back.
They're gonna clean up here.
This is going to be the cleanup. Tara backing away with Alice.
Yeah, at first you thought it was Hexa Alpha with the numbers advantage, but it was actually just WIL New Era corralling them in, making them be forced into the middle of all of that damage from their lineup. Now, Abyssal Dragon, it has already respawned. I don't think WIL New Era will go for this yet. They're still trying to set up their other lane so that they can go for a rather clean Abyssal Dragon take.
A take without any risks. They are very cautious when it comes to the last game of the best of 3 series here, the Valor Cup wildcard, and already we're seeing after the zone from the Arthur, looks like Hexa Alpha eyeing the Abyssal Dragon. 4 members going on to it. Wingman Alice is there for the assist.
Rubik is here.
A steal can happen here. Ormar going in hot. Will it still happen?
Oh, another steal!
Another steal will happen. WIL New Era takes away the Abyssal Dragon and taking away the members of Hexa Alpha. Stun will connect onto Malak. Low on health. There's the slow from the sweep. And for WIL New Era, they are happy. They have taken away the Abyssal Dragon.
Oh man, WIL New Era, they successfully complete that heist right there. They pick up the Abyssal Dragon, and not just that, they even pick up a kill for themselves and possibly a tower here, Vulcan. So much value from that play.
1 tower, 1 kill, and 1 Abyssal Dragon sums up that clash. What a value that WIL New Era has taken away.
Oh man, if you're Hexa Alpha, that could be kind of a tilter for you, because that might have been the Abyssal Dragon that they needed if they wanted to get more of an advantage in this game. But WIL New Era, they just immediately turn it around.
And this Violet is scaling up quickly into this game thanks to the Abyssal Dragon take. This is the second Abyssal Dragon, so you can expect that for Hexa Alpha. They may have a repeat of what happened in their second game.
Yeah, I think the question here
is great 3-man ultimate there coming from the Arthur, but no members of WIL New Era will commit to that engage.
Oh my god, look at the damage coming out from the Violet.
Oh yeah, at this point, hot.
I think the question here is, can Hexa Alpha find a way to shut down the Violet? But the way that WIL New Era are playing, they're so confident to move forward because they know that there's a fed Violet on their
going
side.
For the stun. Malak is the one getting picked up by the Arthur. Meanwhile, we did see a zone happening in the bottling side. Tara going in hot with Death Fist, 2-man. Now 2v1, there's the shield, there's the boost, there's the slow, there's the ultimate for the heal. Zep is very low, tries to dash away, weaving in and out of the bat.
Yeah, Will New Year are doing a great job of playing around this Fed Violet on their team, as apparently they took down Yarn.
Oh, Alice trying to help and respond to the mid lane.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of playing around their most fed member because they're forcing Hex Alpha to be afraid of them when they do try and go for a challenge, because the Violet is just acting as practically a tower for them. Because anyone who walks near will just get chunked down with the damage that the Violet just put out.
Abyssal Dragon has been taken away by Will New Era.
Yeah, and that's the third Abyssal Dragon already for their team.
What a huge gold lead we're seeing right now, G-Star. Look at that. And the Violet should, at this point, be popping off.
Yeah, let's see. Can Hex Alpha try and go for a comeback here? It will be quite difficult given the fact that the Violet has received so much resources. Those 3 Abyssal Dragons really doing so much value. There's a fight.
Trying to do something here. Ormar with the ultimate there.
Where's the Violet?
Disengage the fight. Looks like the ultimate from the L'Oreal immediately zoned at the members of Hexa Alpha. Going hot. There's the die, the stun. Let's connect, but no follow-up under the tower.
Oh, Hexa Alpha are lucky that nobody went down there, but they're all gonna be forced back. There's nobody to defend this tower. I think Will New Year can definitely take this down. Wait up in lane.
Yorn, not joining the fight. Goes in for ultimate. One-man knockup there, but the Zephyr's dodging that knockup with his own ultimate for the engage. Hexa Alpha going into Arthur. 4 members are in the blue side of Hexa Alpha. Meanwhile, we see Arthur low on health. Same with Zephyr's. They will not continue the fight.
Yeah, Will New Year weren't able to pick up any kills there because Violet was not in that fight. There wasn't that cleanup damage that she does. Now she is grouped with the team and she's practically fearless here.
9 minutes going to the game. Violet popping up here. Violet tried to go in for the slow.
Oh my god.
Poke damage coming in.
Where's Violet?
There's the shield.
He's afraid to move forward.
Florian on the side, going in for the poke damage. There's the wave clear happening here. The turret has been destroyed. Now they will go in for the dive, but immediately Hexa Alpha backs away. Looks like the Ormar going in for the engage. Save with the L'Oreal. Violet with the damage. Continuous damage. Like it's over that wall, and what a hit! Coming from the York. There's the hit. There's the knockup happening here, and that will be Hexa Alpha.
You have to watch the Violet.
The fight here onto the Violet. L'Oreal low. Tara gets the kill.
Look at the Violet. The Violet's trying to dish out the damage that she needs here. She's trying to kite back, but it is still a 3v1 situation. I don't think Hexa Alpha want to go for this. They're really respecting the fact that this Violet is just super fed at this point of the game.
9 minutes and 45 seconds into this game. Looks like Will New Era trying their best to bounce back into this game where we are seeing at this point bounty on this Violet coming back to this game.
Yeah, Will New Year, they really want to book their spot in the finals. They really want to lock that in, as Abyssal Dragon seems to be the next target. I don't see anyone really from Hexa Alpha challenging this, and I'm pretty sure the Violet that's fed can solo this quite easily without taking that much damage.
During the 5th to 6th item slot here, the Violet really locking in those items, transitioning really good to this game.
Oh man, this is scary. Oh my god.
Pickup happening here. Escapes here. Yo, that is a fit. There was a slow. Looks like that would be the disengage coming from the Alice.
Yeah, even though Violet wasn't there, Hexa Alpha really... Okay, this might be...
Alright, Dark Slayer.
This will be Will New Year saying, we want to take this so that we can end the game even quicker now. This will just ultra buff the rest of their team. Oh, now Hexa Alpha, they need to be scared.
Okay. Oh, Tara. Ooh. Great leap coming from the Tara to disengage and not let Will New Era get the jump.
They are pushing down the top lane tower here. It's just a matter of can they catch out the Violet.
Okay, going in. 3-man knockup under the tower here. Will New Era forcing things against Hexa Alpha. A very one-sided fight happening into the top lane tower. It looks like Will New Era will back away here, but Hexa Alpha going in for the chase, and Will Zephyr going out to the tower. Alice with the shield for the sustained fight.
Yeah, that's a 2-for-1 in the end. Will New Era is still winning out on that fight, and I think they are going to be able to destroy this top lane tower as Hexa Alpha are trying to respond, but look at the damage coming out from Will New Era.
Tara gets the slow. Zephyr's trying to gain for damage. Violet with a poke. Malik with an engage to try and scare away the members of Will New Era. They will not flinch. They will still go into the chase here. Going for the mid lane. The last tower stands before the core. And now Hexa Alpha trying to defend their chances here to make it to the finals. Will New Era unfazed here, not backing down. Will Violet leading the charge. 3 members low here. There's the heal. There is the jump down to the Malik. The Violet popping up here. That is the double kill. Will this be a triple kill? Tara and Alice backing away with the safety of the core.
Yeah, the top and mid lane towers have gone down. I think Will New Era will be forced to reset here. Only the bot lane tower remains, Vulcan, and that means that the core will be exposed from all angles. Hexa Alpha need to pull off a miracle if they want to try and defend here. They have been holding their own so far.
Zephyr's going in there for the Tara, but will not sustain any damage. And the bot lane getting pushed in by Will New Era. Hexa Alpha still staying strong. They want to make it to the finals. They want that wildcard slot. They're trying their best to defend the wave.
Yeah, Will New Era, they only need to push the bot lane now. The tower is already fairly low. This Abyssal Dragon would just be more salt in the wound of Hexa Alpha because Will New Era, they're just taking everything off the map.
Leaving nothing behind but the scraps for Hexa Alpha. M8 should try and buy some time here. They have to come, they have to Yorn, but to mention, it's more on the pushing comp they have, and they cannot use it. They cannot use the tower and the Lubo to split push. All their towers have been destroyed except for the bot lane. Looks like they're eyeing it right now.
I think it's gonna take a monumental effort to try and defend this tower, given the lead that Will New Era do have. They're just constantly chipping away. And the moment these towers go down, the floodgates will open. Everything will be trying to destroy
the last
core.
Stand for Hexa Alpha. Can they make it to the finals here? Can they defend against Will New Era with a monumental gold lead? This will be the test for the team. Right now we're seeing, oh, what's this? An engage coming from Tara, forming the Malik, and also the Alice for the backup. Lubo going in with the red styler, immediately gets chucked down, and now Hexa Alpha being pushed back to the fountain. The core is the target for Will New Era. Next stop is the finals for Will New Era. They will take away Game 3. Moving on.
Yeah, with that, Will New Era, another one-sided game in a way for them, and they will be locking in their spot for the final later today. Of course, that final will be a best of 5. One team has already locked their spot. Now, we will be determining who will they be facing off against. Will it be Resurgence or M8A as we head on to the next match for today?
As we have our finalists moving on to the wildcard slot to fight for that spot, moving on to the grand finals of our Valor Cup. Looks like congratulations to Will New Era for that performance in our Game 3.
Yeah, another dominating performance, and you really have to credit the Violet for doing the hard carrying as far as damage goes, as we see here.
Let's see though, after the short break, we'll come back with Resurgence fighting against M8 Hexa Alpha for the second spot for the finals. So who will face against Will New Era? We'll find out as we move on to match 3. After the short break, we'll continue on with the Valor Cup. My name is Vulcan, and with me was Chisto. See you there. Zephyrus immediately removes 2 members from Hexa Alpha. That's going to be the Arthur and the Zephyrus working together, trying to eliminate more members, going for a cleanup here. L'Oreal trying to help out the ally here, gets the stun connected to the Malik. Now the Abyssal Dragon is open for Will New Era to take.
Yeah, Miggy on this Zephyrus is doing so much work for his team. Immediately deletes 2 members, so there was really no way that M8A could challenge an Abyssal Dragon.
Lubo forced to figure away. Asterix still going in hot, going for the tower dive, but forced to back away. Not tanky enough for the tower damage. In the end, he just onto the Joker, trying to back away. The Joker survives. Malik goes in with a knockup to re-engage the fight for M8. But Arthur and Ross zoning at the members, especially the tanks. That's going to be Will New Era trying to dive the tower, leaving behind the Malik for them to grab. And with 4 members slain, they eye the Dark Slayer. A lot of things are happening here. A lot of pressure in the mid lane. And Hexa Alpha is trying to stop them from pushing in hard. But with the Might Bomb, with the Dark Slayer bomb, they are going for that dive under the tower. Low on health, the Alice trying to sustain the fight here with the shield. But looks like for Will New Era, takes away 3 members. Only 2 members remain to defend the tower, and I don't think they can stop them. Will New Era will dominate this first game.
Yeah, it looks like this will be the first game of this best of 3 going over to Will New Era. It's just the core remaining for their team, 90-1 in kills. They're just waiting for the minions here.
The minions will flow into the base, but looks like they are trying to end the game as soon as they can. Will not give the luxury of a late game towards the Joker. Man, Malcolm strong, and looks like Will New Era are trying to end the game here.
Yeah, they're just that far ahead that they can decide to dive wherever they want. Sevis immediately leads everyone to go for the end.
Are the only one remaining to defend the core. Will he survive? No. They're eyeing for the core, and Will New Era will take away Game 1. Congratulations to Will. And that will be the engage for Hexa Alpha. They got him strong, but looks like Will New Era, they are pushing back Hexa Alpha and punishing their engage.
Yazuga gets immediately removed from the fight the moment he died.
They're gonna get their sweet revenge. Not quite. Did you see Violet? Did you see this Violet popping up at this point? The same aggression that Hexa Alpha had is gone. Double kill for Will New Era's Violet engage. They're trying to zone out the members of Will New Era. They will not flinch. They will go to the Malik, destroys him, kills him. 3 members down. 2 seconds left. They're going for the Violet under the tower. Oh, the Violet has to survive. He's going for the counter attack here. He's just surviving right now. Under the tower. The tower is doing the help here. The Violet is alive. Will New Era pushing back strong. Yes, and it's an ultimate for the Violet. And the Malik is being pushed on by the 3 members. Will New Era pushing back strong.
Oh no, everything fell apart there for Hexa.
3 members strong.
You're gonna try.
Will it defend it? No. It's slain and slain again. Violet
no, that's the core down.
No, that's ace.
Yeah, it looks like Will New Era are going to book their ticket to the finals later today. Now the question is,
Will New Era pushing it strong into the riverside, pushing back.
They're gonna clean up here.
This is going to be the cleanup. Tower backing away with Alice. Damage. There's the wave clear happening here. The turret has been destroyed. Now they will go in for the dive, but immediately Hexa Alpha backs away. Looks at the Ormar going in for the engage. Save with the L'Oreal. Violet with the damage. Continuous damage. Looks over that wall, and what a hit coming from the north. There's the hit. There's the knock happening here, and that will be Hexa Alpha.
You have to watch the Violet.
Fight here onto the Violet. L'Oreal low. Tara gets the kill.
Look at the Violet. The Violet's trying to dish out the damage that she needs here. She's trying to fight back, but it is still the Violet.
Okay, going in. 3-man knockup under the tower here. Will New Era forcing things against Hexa Alpha. A very one-sided fight happening into the top lane tower. It looks like Will New Era will back away here, but Hexa Alpha going in for the chase, and with Zephyr going out to the tower. Alice with the shield for the sustained 5.
Yeah, that's a 2-1.
Hexa Alpha trying to defend their chances here to make it to the finals. Will New Era unfazed here, not backing down, with Violet leading the charge. 3 members low here, there's the heal, there is the chunk down to the Violet. The Violet popping up here, that is the double kill. Will this be a triple kill? Tower and Alice backing away with the safety of the core.
Yeah, the top and the mid lane
for the team. Right now we're seeing, oh, what's this? An engage coming from Tara, forming the Malik, and also the Alice for the backup. Lupo going in with the Red Styler, immediately gets chucked down, and now Hexa Alpha being pushed back to the fountain. The core is the target for Will New Era. Next stop is the finals for Will New Era. They will take away Game 3. Moving on.
Yeah, with that, Will New Era, another one-sided game.